Hey there, StarCraft fans, Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft War Remastered today on Octagon. It's a ZVZ for those of you who like ZVZ, according to RJB, that's what he said. It's a ZVZ for the ZVZ enjoyers for your July. It's going to be a Monday cast, a mirror matchup. You're like, hey, how come you don't cast mirror matchups more often? Because they get less than half the views of other matchups, but I do not want to leave you guys out in the cold, so it's a ZVZ. I respect all matchups and all viewers, so here we go. Bottom right of the map, it's going to be Effort. He is our blue Zerg. Top left, it is Sacsri, Giant Killer Sacsri. Effort, an incredible Zerg player. He has success in ASL. Sacsri does not, but Sacsri can take anybody down. He is very, very dangerous, just not consistent enough to get to the round of 8 in an ASL or the semifinals or, you know, even win one. So it's a ZVZ. Will we get Hive Tech here today? Maybe we will. Hive Tech ZVZs are infinitely more interesting than the ones that are just Mutalisk versus Mutalisk with some Scourge thrown in, or just Ling battles until somebody wins at like the 3-minute mark, you know, stuff like that. So we got a pool coming down here. That was a 9 pool opening there from Sacsri. Straight up 9 pool. And is this going to be a hatch first here from Effort? He is cross spawn. If he goes hatch first, he is going to be so far ahead, man. Cross spawn is so important because Lings are so gosh darn slow. Lings getting to a cross spawn position takes an incredibly long time. And look, still making drones. It's going to be a hatch first here at 12 supply. Holy smokes. All right, so hatch first versus 9 pool. Whoever gets their pool later usually has an advantage in ZVZ, and this is a very, very much later pool here from Effort, so I think he's going to win this game based on this opening. But again, Sacsri is a Giant Killer. His micro is good. His macro is good. He can play some mind games as well, so we will see. Both players still have no idea what the other player is doing here. There's the pool at 158. It gets started as the pool is already done for Sacsri. Overlord says no sign of a hatch, but that doesn't mean there's no Zerg here. Gotta keep scouting. This Overlord says the exact same thing up the right side. Oh, let me translate into Overlordese. That's right. Might as well keep heading out there. So I think we're going to send a couple Lings cross spawn and a couple Lings at the top right here. So you're splitting up your Lings, which means not all 6 Lings, well, just kidding, 8 Lings will not show up and wail away on this hatch. Look, pool, just about done here. Ooh, is he gambling on cross spawn? He's like, I haven't seen an Overlord come across here, so I'm gambling that you're in the bottom right, and he is correct about that. Look at this Ling flood. 2 more coming down. And, are we going to lose this hatch? Effort, what's your answer going to be here? It's going to be pulling some drones, making some Lings of your own, and there it is. The gambling paid off. There is a hatch first here. Pull every single drone, but 2, make our own Zerglings. Can we save it? I don't know. With some good micro, I think we can take down this hatchery. These drones are microing to within an inch of their life here from Effort. I don't think we can save it, but drones will sacrifice their life if it means the hatchery is okay. And look, they did. 4 drones went down. It's 9 to 7 workers with Sacsri ahead. And can we... This hatchery... Okay, so we're sending a couple more Lings into the main base here saying, is there like an early lair or something weird like that? No. Oh, another drone snipe. Dude, this is insane. Saving the hatch would be so important, and I think he did. I think he saved the hatch at 190 HP. 3 Lings inside your main. Not what you want to see here. It's 8 to 6 workers. Still flooding. We've got a Spire all the way on one base. There's the lair. There is the Spire. Oh my gosh. Anti-air is very important right now for Effort. We did save it. We saved the hatch. We've got Lings here. We've got Lings here. We've got Lings here. We need to keep an eye on these Lings so they don't just run in and snipe your hatch. We need Lings to defend. We're not going to make a sunken because I guess, you know, a drone loss there would be too much to handle there. Spire 50% done. And is there any scouting going on here? Whew, there's a Terry of the Overlord. There are 2 Terrys in this game, right? There's Terry. And there is Terry. If they meet, then the world will explode. Oh, yeah, look at that defense. Look at this defense! Ah! Oh, it's so good. And... Can we take down the hatch? No. Yeah, defending the Lings just enough so that there aren't enough Lings to take down this hatch or kill many drones. Just, So good here from Effort, man. 10 to 11 workers, but it's 2 base to 1 base here. But the tech is in the advantage of the red Zerg player, Sacsri. And he has Mutalisks on the way. 3 of them. Overlord scouting in. Moment of truth here. No anti-air here from Effort whatsoever. He's still worried about the Zerglings. Dude, just incredible stuff. Does he see anything? He sees the lair and he's like, oh. Oh, Evolution Chamber. Now, Evolution Chamber coming in. Creep Colony coming in here too. In the main and the natural. We do not have a Hydra Den. We have no anti-air at all right now. So the first person to get Mutalisks here is going to be Sacsri. Holy crap, ZVZ. You are insane sometimes. I like ya. I like ya. Not enough to cast you all of the time, but this is a good one. And RJB knows it's a good one. So that's why he sent it in. Thanks again for screening all of these replays, RJB. And all right, here we go. Anti-air, none. Spores on the way. Can we kill the hatchery before the spores finish? No, but right at the same time, yes. Without losing a single muta, yes. Hatch down to the Mutalisk. Spores finishing nanoseconds. Just a little bit too late there to kill all of the mutas before the hatch went down. Okay, maybe a few seconds, but still, so 1 base to 1 base now. Are we going to try to replant the natural? Oh, drone that wants to be a natural got killed by the 3 Mutalisks. Oh, 4 mutas. My apologies. Look at the placement at this spore. If you play ZVZ, this is an important placement for the spore. Look at this. You can protect every single thing with the spore right here. The hatchery, the extractor, the drones down here. It is such a good placement. And up into the main base we go. A Ling Flood of his own here from Effort. Mutas thinning it out. We got a sunken back home. How many drones are going to die? We have 11. And stacking them up, attacking at the same time here. That is a stacking trick that is old as time. Drones going down. 3 drones have died. 3 drones down for like 12 Lings. Ooh, boy, I don't think that was a good trade. But still, worker advantage here. Replacing is Effort as well. So are we gonna make a lair of our own? No, definitely not. Okay, fair enough. This is crazy low econ, dude. Zerg players against Terran. Oh yeah, 60 workers at 7 or 8 minutes. Against Protoss, yeah, that's 50 or so. Against Zerg, 8. 8 of them, and you're fine, right? You're feeling okay about it. You're not super pleased, but you've got Mutatech, and Effort is so far away. He's finally getting a lair at 7.5 minutes, but the Muta count here is just going to be favoring Sacsri immensely. But second gas could even that out, right? You could make a lot of mutas with a second gas, which I guess Sacsri is not interested in doing here today because there's not even a drone moving out. It needs to drone up a little bit more before we could even think about getting a second hatchery. Overlord being chased away by a spore. Spores kill overlords very slowly, but, you know, overlords are slow, so they can die very easily to 1. So there's the scout on the lair, and check it out. Spore there. Very good. Even better defense against the hatch is 2 spores. And yeah, spores are so rare in other matchups, but so common in ZVZ because they do very well against Mutalisks. Same thing in StarCraft 2. Look at this. Trying to burn down the spore at the natural base, losing Mutalisks. Saving it? No! But no! No, can't save it, dude. Sacsri is going to burn down the hatch again at the second base at the natural, but Lings from Effort coming across the map. We have defensive mutas. We do have a sunken. We've got mutas again on the way, and same thing, deja vu. Stack up, stack up. Sunken getting huge hits off here. Drones getting killed, though. Maybe, yeah, at least 1 drone got killed. Maybe 2, oh, 3, maybe 3. But we're losing the natural. This is so brutal. On display from both players, dude. Just finally Spire on the way, but it's been on the way for 8 minutes, it feels like, because it takes so long to build. Now it's a 1 base to 1 base, 12 to 7 workers, 27 to 14 army supply, overall supply. Here from Effort. Nope, here from Sacsri, my apologies. And look, mutas. So many mutas at 9 minutes. And not enough larvae. Right? Not enough larvae to make mutas. I guess you could try to make them here, I guess. I guess killing the larva would be something you would like to do, but do we have enough mutas to burn down? Oh, man, look at these Lings. Why? Why are they there? Oh, making a creep on the edge of your opponent's main base. Defensive creep to counter the creep on the edge of the main base here. This is knife fight in a phone booth territory. It has been for the whole 10 minutes of this game. Sunken on the way. Creep, sunken immediately. Another sunken on the way. And this sunken is very important. It's getting injured. So this sunken will be very important. Oh my god. Can we kill the Spire with this? Yeah, Spire down. Oh, second Spire up. Can you win the battle? Ah, it wins the battle, but the Mutas snipe it down. And by Mutas, I mean one Mutalisk. One Mutalisk takes it down. This is an insane ZVZ. I swear, this is going to get like a quarter of the views of anything else that I post this month, but by golly, it's worth it. What a great game this is. And if you're watching it, you're cool. So click that like button, you know, subscribe, do whatever you got to do to, you know, make sure you're not going to miss stuff like this in the future because, wow. I should make a whole playlist for ZVZ. There really aren't that many of them on the channel. Just not sure how I would find them all is the problem. Anyway, 32 to 22 total supply in favor of Sacsri, and he's, by golly, taking a second base. Insanity. Is he doing it? He's thinking about it. He doesn't have the money for it. He's close to the money for it. Close to the money for it. Keeps spending stuff like drones and mutas instead. 3 hundo. Bam. You would never know. You'd never know that Effort had a natural base twice today, would you? He's lost it 2 times. Can he still win? Well, he's down in worker count. He's down in base count. Well, okay, he's even on base count right now, but the enemy's expanding and he is not. He's got Scourge. Good, first Scourge of the day. Remember when I was like, ZVZ's not as fun when it's just Muta versus Muta, but you know what? This is pretty good. This is pretty intense. If your enemy loses their natural base 2 times, it is death. It is death on a stick. Burrow on the way from Sacsri, a +1 flyer Carapace for Effort. 6 mutas trying to do what they can in a world where they are outnumbered immensely. Because that is a 10 muta stack, friends. I mean, Scourge on an Overlord isn't the greatest use of gas, but supply blocking the enemy is okay, and that's exactly what happened. Still a supply block, thank you very much. Carapace upgrade of his own on the way, and he can defend this, is the thing with the Mutalisks. He can defend. The Scourge wasted themselves on an Overlord. Well, it was on purpose, so it's hard for me to say it was wasted. Wasted. Ooh, couple drones dying here. All right. That's what the Burrow was all about, was to keep them alive. But, dude, it's 12 to 8 workers. The drone kills today by Lings and Mutalisks have been very good for Effort. He's now up 5 workers. When it's 7 to 12, that's a huge, huge investment. The percentage is really big here. This one Muta preventing all of these drones from coming up. 1 Spore would really help here, but, you know, only 1 player is making Spores today. He's got 4 of them. His name is Effort. Oh, this pathing has been kind of ruined. Maybe it's... No, it's not good. It's not good. We're going around the backside. Mutas. So within the last couple years, there's been this moving shot technique discovered where you can't run with a Mutalisk against other Mutas. Because they can fire while shooting if you do this technique properly, and you can't run. It used to be you could run, right? You run from the enemy Mutalisks, they can't hit you while you're running, but now they can with some very tricky stuff. So there's your natural base for the 3rd time from Effort. This is up and rocking. 14 to 15 workers. You can afford more money, right? Afford to make more drones, which then means you can make more Mutalisks, which then, you know, that's how the economy works in StarCraft. Lings think about running up here, but no. Scourge on the scout. They're like, he is rebuilding. I don't think he saw that. He does now. He does see it now. Scourge connecting would be huge, but no, fall back to the Spores. You can do much better. Is anyone going for a hive in this game? I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I don't know. Usually we get to 15 minutes, and somebody's thinking about it. It's like, man, if I could get a huge ensnare, massive ensnare on this group of Mutalisks, I would win. Dude, we are just killing Overlords like crazy. Supply blocking Sacsri immensely. Muta count still bigger. Nope, Carapace upgrade is done for Effort. Not done yet for Sacsri. Upgrade advantage is here, but I think he's just going to dive on this base and kill it. You're going to kill one of your Overlords just to make up for the fact, you know, make up for the 3 or 4 that I've lost. And yeah, Scourge are like, hey, you want to come try to save your second base? And the Mutas are like, do you want to save all of your drones? Holy crap, he's going after that sunken... All right. I know this game isn't a Hive-Tech ZVZ. I'm going to epic tag this thing anyway. This is crazy good. Yeah, second base dies for the third time. For the third time, but the Spire is dead from Sacsri. Look at this bounce from the sunken to the spawning pool to the extractor. Insane. Okay, here we go. Both players have that Carapace upgrade. Scourge connections are big. Trying to... There you go. Kill the Scourge. Straight up fighting it here. Has got... Oh my gosh. He's winning the air battle. Oh, this is a big moment when one player has more mutas than the other one does. But no, Sacsri coming back home being like, hey, actually... Oh my gosh, another drone died. Another one died. The number of drones that have died is massive. Yeah, there we go. You split out. It's almost like you can't run from Corsairs, right? So you split out the mutas. Another drone dies. As they run, same thing is now possible in ZVZ and more popular too. This is a couple lings into the natural base. This is what 2 lings can do in a ZVZ, man. You can't get 2 lings doing anything like this against Terran or against Protoss. I mean, okay, they don't do anything here either because they get killed by drones, but you know what I'm talking about. 40 to 37 total supply. Sacsri's army is bigger. Man, 1 spore. I appreciate... No, he's rebuilding the Spire. That makes a lot of sense. Look at this long-distance mining gas. Dude, Max Power would be so happy to see this. He loves a good long-distance gas mine. It's not great, but hey, you know what? Effort's doing it. Another Overlord is dead. So look, yes, you're killing an Overlord. There's 100 minerals for 2 Scourge, which is 75 gas and minerals. It's not a great trade, but if you're constantly supply blocking your enemy Zerg and they're constantly having to spend 100 minerals on Overlords, when they don't have that much money, which they don't, it's kind of awesome here by Effort. Is Effort going to pull this off? Dude, there's another drone going to die. It has been a drone apocalypse here today, folks. Statistically, percentage-wise. I feel like more drones have died here today. Okay, he's trying to engage. He's trying. He's chasing. Can he cut off? He can cut off the angle. Those guys are going to get stuck in a corner. Juke's back on him. He didn't see it. He's like, wait, where are they? I assumed they would be here. They are not. They are heading back. There are 5 of them. They have a Carapace upgrade, and that's it. Dude, Spore, for the love of all that is holy. Plus, Effort sending some lings into, just kidding, the main base. They're like, if we work together, lings and muta friends, we can kill the Spire again easily. Oh, man, ling damage against buildings is so good. And they get the Spire. Spire down. And mutas, burrowed lings. Again at the natural. This is... And Effort says, I believe in Spore supremacy. I will build Spores. And they will come in handy against these enemy Mutalisks. And he is not wrong about that. He is utterly correct. Blech. Yeah, I mean, enemy Mutalisks can't get in here. There's 3 Spores and a ton of Scourge. Meanwhile, enemy Mutas can get stuff done over in Sacsri's base because he doesn't believe in it. And that's part of the reason his Spire has died 2 times. Effort has lost his hatch 3 separate times today. Wait, 2 times? This is the 3rd hatch? Whatever. It's been a lot. Been a lot of hatch death is the point. 48 to 55 supply. Effort is up in overall supply. He's up in worker count by 2. But those workers... We're just kind of chilling, just kind of hanging out. No one's getting a 3rd base today. No way. There are burrowed lings making sure that Effort is not trying to sneak a 3rd base on him. Sacsri has good map control that way. Scourge in, bypass the defensive Scourge, and kill another Overlord. He loves killing Overlords with these Scourge. It's hard to kill Mutas with Scourge. They're so fast and they're so shifty. But Overlords are slow and ponderous, especially if they don't have an Overlord upgrade speed for speed. Overlord upgrade speed? I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. This has been a crazy ZVZ. Okay. Hold. 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 Nobody's getting any, nobody's getting any attack upgrades, but +2 Carapace for the Flyers are on the way from Effort, and a little bit later for Sacsri 2 here at 1943. And it has been non-stop aggression today, but finally in about 20 minutes, it is chill. There's a third base coming in at 20 minutes. Killed the Burrowling to get it down. He knows. He knows the third base is coming up. Sacsri is aware. Burrowlings unburrow. Run for it. Reburrow. Unburrow. Try to engage. Losing the battle. Taking too many hits. Not going to happen. Okay, Mutaflock. At least 12. But if there is an angle and a time when Effort can hit here and win, it's when he has +2 Flyer Carapace and Sacsri still waiting on that +2 to finish. There's no Spores to fight with. There's no Scourge. Sacsri just doesn't believe in Scourge or Spores today, which means I think he has more Mutas, but the great equalizer are the Scourge. Scourge doing 110 damage per shot on a Mutalisk. That is most of their HP. So it's a massive hit on a Mutalisk. There's not overkill there. It's doing fine. Third base, okay, fine. Sacsri says I can use a third base. If Effort's getting a third base, I will get a third base. Thank you very much. He's got to be waiting on that Flyer Carapace timer. This is just waiting. He's waiting, and he's making more Mutas. And 6 more are on the way from Sacsri. That is a lot of Mutas to make at one time. He's got a bunch of gas. Way more gas than Effort does, because Effort is spending on things like Scourge that are more... It's just more gas spent, right? He's not spending gas on anything but upgrades for Mutas and Mutas. I guess he's got a couple Scourge of his own. 95 to 81 overall supply, though, and that's the time. He's like, okay, +2 Carapace is done. Let's move it. Lings into the third base to shut it down while you're distracted by the Mutas into your natural. Seems like a brilliant idea. Yeah, or distract either way. Yep, here we go. Scourge connections. No. Drones getting massacred. And I don't even know if it matters if he wins this now. Okay, Muta on, Muta, Scourge on, Scourge +1 extra Carapace defense here for the Mutalisks of Effort. Effort is holding. Effort's colors are kind of, they look like they're dwindling, but then Scourge come along the backside. Nope. That's very injured Mutas, but there are more of them. Scourge connections have to be godlike here for Sacsri to stay alive, and they're pretty good, but not enough. Sacsri taps out. Effort is our winner. Oh. Oh, that was good. Oh, that was good. What an absolutely disgusting, fantastic showing here from our guy. Just Effort. That's it. Effort. Maytube. You want to call him that? Sure, you can call him that, but it's Effort down here. He's got 3 bases. At this point, you'd be like, no, Effort, it was just chill. He just made a lot of Mutas. He had some good Spores, right? Maybe invested more into Spores you'd expect, but then he just had a better upgrade, and he engaged when the upgrade was done, and the Scourge connections were good for him, and they were good for Sacsri, but not good enough for Sacsri to win. And that's it. You would never know this base got killed twice. You would never know this is the 3rd hatchery. You would never know he got sunken rushed at like the 6-minute mark. Just the Ling rushes, the run-bys into the natural base, into the main base, killing drones, right? The Mutas forcing burrows of those drones from Sacsri too helped him win the game. If we don't get those, I don't think Effort wins. He needed those wins. He needed the economic hits for Sacsri if he was going to win this thing today, and he got them, and he did. So we're just talking about one of the gosh darn greatest. Man, one of the greatest showings there we've seen in a ZVZ from Effort. Great stuff. Hit that like button, man. Okay, let's go ahead. Tap that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. We got 86,000 points to 62,000 points. I mean, that's such a huge number in favor of Effort here. He outproduced and outkilled Sacsri. You're like, how did Sacsri take this to 22 minutes with those numbers? With that economy, too. Insane that he was able to outspend Sacsri while losing his natural base twice. But I guess Sacsri's second base was super late. That's a big part of it. Anyway. Man, that was fun. That was really fun. Hope you enjoyed it. And guess what? That's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.